Oh my god. I'm moving house this weekend. I can't believe that it's finally come around. I've been like working up to this and planning and getting excited for ages. So this is a moving vlog. I've been in this house for 3 years now, lived with my best friends, loved like every minute of it. But I'm 27 and I really want to live by myself. So yeah, I'm moving. I literally, I'm just so excited. This vlog is going to be about how I've planned for it, budgeting, things that I've bought, like clearing out all the things that go into moving. It's been like an interesting week just getting ready to move because like I feel really like, what's the word? Not deranged. I feel really unsettled when my room isn't like in line, like everything in order. It has been an unpleasant experience being in the house when everything's all like all over the place and messy. It is weird being in this like transitional phase, but it's like a means to an end, so it's fine. And I have had movers before, but this time my dad is coming from Greece for 3 days. Love him. So and my sister's gonna help, and then my boyfriend's gonna help one day, and we're just gonna get through it. We're gonna rent a van, and yeah. So before I get into what I've bought, which I'm so excited about, I'm gonna talk a bit about like the pre-planning that I've done. So the two things that I've done mainly are the budgeting and then taking stock of like all the things that I have, like not in terms of clothes because that would literally take years, but basically like I've budgeted like the moving process because there have been some really expensive things. Like I'm gonna have a walk-in wardrobe which I can't wait to show you guys, and I'm like doing bits to the house, but also basically like living by yourself, it is more expensive. Like council tax is more expensive even though you do get a discount. Bills like Wi-Fi, you're just paying for the whole thing because you don't split it with everyone. So I wanted to kind of get ahead of that rather than going in blind. I wanted to basically sit down and calculate what it was going to cost me. So I used Notion to do this. I've mentioned my Notion before, and I've got templates which I'll link in the description. I'm an OCD girl, that's just me, and it's very much reflected in my Notion, which is a great way for me to organise my head. So yeah, I kind of did a breakdown of all my costs. I think it's important if you're feeling like anxious or you're thinking about how much something's going to cost, it's better to just face it head on rather than like ignore it and then be surprised later. It's best to get ahead of it and not have any nasty surprises down the line. So I've done that, and then this other thing I've done to like pre-plan, because I have lots of furniture and stuff here, and I've got stuff at the studio, and then I just feel like I've got stuff everywhere basically. So I wanted to make a list of like all the things that I had, like furniture wise and like interior stuff, and then decide what I'm selling, what I'm keeping, what room it's going in, just so I can start like mapping it out. And that's been really helpful as well, because then I could kind of work out like how much money I'd make off the stuff that I'm going to sell, which leaves me how much money to buy new stuff. And yeah, and then I'm gonna get on to my walk-in wardrobe because me and my dad went in on that, on the planning. But first I'm gonna tell you what I got because I'm so excited. So I started buying stuff like maybe a month ago. I was in South Africa and I've bought a range of things, like some really small and some big. This is a small one, this little bowl. It's so cute. I got it from this shop. I can't remember what it was called, but the designer is Gemma Orkin, and it's made in Cape Town. And it's so pretty. A nice breakfast bowl for me will just make me so happy. And then my mum, as an early birthday present, got me this tablecloth, but I wanted it as a bedspread. My birthday's in May. She got me this in February. She was like, do you love it? And I was like, yeah, I couldn't quite justify it for myself. She was like, do you know what, I'll get it for you as an early birthday. And it is so beautiful. It's like long rectangular, and I'm just going to put it on the end of my bed, but it's got this like really nice pattern on it. I was really inspired by, I don't know what they're called, and I've tried to find out, but like almost needlepoint crochet curtains and like home furnishings and stuff, and I was looking for curtains like that, and then I saw this and I was like, wait, that's so cute. I'll like put it on on my bed, and I have like linen sheets that this would go really nicely with. Then I got, I think, probably one of the most grown-up purchases of my life, which is an oven. I got it on eBay for such a good deal actually. It's a Smeg oven, and it's so cool because it's got 2 compartments. I'm a huge cook, like I love to cook, and the oven that's there at the moment, it's just not giving, it's not cute, it doesn't like invite cooking basically, so I just thought, why not, I'll just get an oven. And yeah, I got it on eBay. Like, when I say I'm a secondhand girl, everything I buy is going to be secondhand. Annoyingly, like, it's wider than the current gap for the oven, but luckily my dad's like a DIY queen, so he's gonna chop up my counter and get really into it and like sort it out for me. I have some really nice lighting, but I did treat myself to a vintage IKEA lamp. Now, I'm a soft lighting girl. I'm sorry, but who isn't? White lighting is horrible and should be illegal. And I got this pink lamp because it will give off a really nice shade of pink. I love it. I haven't decided where I'm going to put it yet, but yeah, I'm obviously a vintage IKEA girl. They did such nice stuff back in the day. But it is funny how, like, back then it was probably still perceived as like how we perceive IKEA now, like not groundbreaking in any design sense, but like did the job. And it's funny how now it's like really in. I think a piece like that is classic. I am a mid-century girl, but I don't like going too heavy. I wouldn't want to make my whole house mid-century because I want stuff to be timeless and for me to love it forever, because like all these are like investment pieces that I see myself having for a long time and loving for a long time. So speaking of investment pieces, I bought a sofa on Facebook Marketplace. Guys, don't sleep on Facebook Marketplace. I've bought the best stuff on there. I've got these like cowhide chrome chairs. I've bought like, oh, just so much stuff, like mid-century chairs. A lot of chairs actually, weirdly, which I don't need more chairs. But anyway, I wanted a new sofa and I found this one. It's like vintage Italian designer, and it's, the listing says brown, but to me it looks like a plum brown leather L-shaped sofa, and it splits off into a chaise longue and a 2-seater. And as soon as I saw it, I loved it. And I wasn't planning on spending that much on it because I was, in my head I was thinking like £200-300 is like fair for a sofa. But I saw this one, it was like £900, retails at 7 grand. Sofas new are so expensive, I don't think I'd ever buy one new, it's just craziness. I may as well just buy one that I'm gonna have hopefully forever, or at least for a really long time, or I'll sell it and trade it in for something else later. That and the oven are the things that I'm most excited for. This is what my room's looking like at the moment, and it's, hell is an exaggeration, but it's not a pleasant experience to be surrounded by all this stuff. And it's also made me aware of how many clothes I have. However, I'm not clearing out clothes at the moment because I'm gonna have a walk-in wardrobe. I've always said I don't have too many clothes, it's just that I don't have enough space for them, and that problem is going to be solved, and I'm going to be able to see, we're doing like an open wardrobe built out of scaffolding pipes, so I'm going to be able to see all of it. So yeah, I'm not clearing out any clothes, but I do have a lot of them and I have a lot of stuff, but who doesn't? So yeah, I'll check in with you guys later. Okay, I look completely insane, but I'm here. It's moving day. It's Friday. It's so bright in here. I love it. This is going to be my bedroom. I've just spent the morning moving stuff over room by room in my car, so I've done the kitchen stuff and most of the living stuff, and I'm going to go back and with a van I think tomorrow to do all the furniture, so I'm just bringing like bits at the moment. But yeah, it's been good. The sofa's arrived. It's like, it's better than I thought it would be. I almost like threw up with excitement at just how good it looks. It's literally perfect for the room. And I'm gonna do the bathroom stuff now, and then my dad will be here. He landed from Greece this morning, so he'll be here soon. And then basically, can't remember if I said this already, but the oven that I bought is too big for the space, but that's fine because we're just gonna cut the counter and remove a cupboard. Yeah, I said to my dad before, I was like, is this a mistake? And he was like, no, it's fine, like he's just redone his kitchen in Greece, so he knows what he's doing, hopefully. We're going to be getting into that stuff later, more like technical stuff. And I need to build also my walk-in wardrobe. But for now, just organising, putting stuff away, and waiting for the scaffolding to arrive to make the wardrobe. I love this bed so much. It's a king size, which I've never, like, oh my god, it's really big actually. It's bigger, it's definitely bigger than my current one. Pipes just got arrived. Oh my god, I can't speak. The pipes and the like shelves and all the stuff got delivered. Basically, while I'm here, I'll explain to you. So I've got a second bedroom here, which I'm going to turn into a walk-in wardrobe, which is what I've always wanted and deserved, and I'm just so like happy and grateful that I can finally do it. So me and my dad designed this, like based off of kind of a couple of images that I saw on Pinterest, and then I came and took the measurements and just designed what I thought would be like most functional for the clothes that I have and how I want it to be. So it's going to be like a completely open wardrobe so that I can see everything, like kind of Clueless vibes, but obviously not the full like rotating like mechanic thing. But yeah, that's the plan, with like chrome pipes and chrome shelves. Actually, we spent ages like figuring out the logistics of it and like the fittings, and because I've like recently got into graphic design and I'm really enjoying it, I had so much fun doing the sketches for this as well. So yeah, that's the plan. But let's go do my bathroom stuff now, and then I'm gonna go get some lunch. This is all my bathroom stuff, which I packed up like not carefully at all. Also, this is gonna be my walk-in wardrobe. I'm gonna sell that on Facebook. I'm gonna sell the bed and mattress on Facebook. And yeah, this is gonna be it, and it's got the skylight here. Okay, so I don't even know where to start. My favourite thing to do is like come up with a new system. I'm like a big organisational girl, so this is so fun for me. I'm just gonna get like spray to clean it down. This is my idea of perfect afternoon. Currently this is the space that I'm working with, so I can put like some products here as long as it doesn't look too messy. And then I've got these cupboards down here, which should be enough for me. And I can keep some products also in like my bedroom. I'm not sure how I ended up with all of these toiletries, but I feel like you guys know how easily this can happen. Okay, so I've got to think in terms of like what I use the most. And not to be gross, but I found this in a bin. And it's so good, I've had it for years. At our old place we had this like communal bin room, and there would always be such good stuff in there. It wasn't like actually in a bin, it was in a bin room. My favourite soap, I treat myself to one of these once a year from Aesop. I like the aromatic one. I've got these little things from Muji that I love. They're so good for keeping everything organised and neat. So I think I'll keep my like daily stuff in here. And then I have this little ashtray, like a vintage ashtray I got from Past Trash, and I love it so much, and I just like to keep my like incidental brushes in there. I'm gonna carry on organising this, and I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Here's the situation. Everyday stuff, cute little decorative bits of my favourite bath oil. And then in the storage, we've got things I often use, sheet masks, oils for my body and my hair, and then like back stock, like new products that I haven't used or restocks of stuff that I'll need. Then I've done like dental and like hair removal, like waxing and stuff in there. This is like medicine and things like that, like random bits. And then wash bags. And I think that is going to be a good system.
Now do the one that's it.
So I've moved my stuff in, and yeah, I guess every time I move I'm reminded of how much stuff I have and how many clothes I have, but it's a good problem to have. And yeah, I'm gonna start organizing these into categories, and I need to get more hangers from work because I definitely don't have enough hangers for all this stuff. But welcome to my future wardrobe room.